Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of AI,
Yeah.
specifically a series of blog posts and articles from AI Universal 365,
Right.
published throughout February 2025.
Cool.
If you're listening to this, you're probably looking for a clear understanding of
Yeah.
where AI stands right now,
Mm-hmm.
its real-world impact, and what's on the horizon.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
this collection of insights,
Yeah.
it's anything but basic.
Yeah, it really is. We're not just talking theoretical possibilities here.
Right.
AI Universal 365 highlights how AI is already woven into the fabric of our lives in 2025,
Yeah.
often in ways we might not even realize.
That's what I found so fascinating. For example,
Yeah.
they talk about how AI algorithms are being used in healthcare to analyze medical images,
Okay.
detecting subtle patterns that might be missed by human doctors.
Interesting.
Think faster and more accurate cancer detection,
Well,
leading to earlier interventions and better outcomes.
that's incredible.
Okay.
And it's not just limited to spotting diseases in images.
No.
The blog posts discuss how AI is being used to personalize medicine,
Okay.
tailoring treatments to individual patient data.
So, like,
This means minimizing adverse reactions
yeah.
and maximizing the effectiveness of therapies based on your unique genetic makeup.
It's like having a doctor who knows you inside and out,
Yeah.
right down to your DNA.
Absolutely.
But what really caught my eye was the discussion of AI in finance.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I've always been fascinated by the stock market, but it
Mhm.
can feel like a bit of a black box.
Well, AI is definitely shedding light on that black box.
Yeah.
AI Universal 365 describes how sophisticated algorithms are being used to analyze massive data sets of financial information, identifying trends
Hmm.
and predicting stock fluctuations with surprising accuracy.
So those Wall Street analysts might have some serious competition on their hands.
It's certainly changing the landscape.
Right.
While human judgment is still important, AI is becoming an increasingly powerful tool for investors.
Yeah.
And it's not just about picking stocks.
Who knows?
AI is also being used to assess risk and detect fraud,
Oh, interesting.
helping to make financial systems more secure and efficient.
Okay, so AI is making waves in healthcare and finance,
Uh,
but AI Universal 365 doesn't stop there.
no.
They go on to explore how AI is impacting pretty much every industry imaginable,
Yeah, it seems like
from transportation to education to content creation.
no sector is immune to the AI revolution.
That's right. And what's interesting is that AI isn't just automating tasks, it's fundamentally changing how we approach problems and solve them.
Mm-hmm.
Take transportation, for example.
Okay.
They discuss the rise of autonomous vehicles,
Right.
not just self-driving cars, but also trucks and even ships.
Interesting.
I have to admit, the idea of sharing the road with driverless vehicles is a little unnerving,
I can see that.
but I can see the potential benefits, especially when it comes to safety and efficiency.
Absolutely, and it goes beyond individual vehicles.
Okay.
AI Universal 365 highlights how AI is being used to manage entire transportation systems,
Yeah.
optimizing traffic flow,
Okay.
predicting maintenance needs, and making our cities smarter and more connected.
It's like having a digital conductor orchestrating the entire symphony of transportation.
That's a great analogy.
Now let's talk about education.
Sure.
I'm curious to hear how AI is transforming the way we learn.
One of the most exciting applications is the development of personalized learning platforms.
Okay.
Imagine a world where each student receives a customized education tailored to their specific needs and learning style.
That's a game changer,
Right.
especially for students who struggle in traditional classroom settings.
Absolutely.
No more one-size-fits-all education.
Exactly.
Yeah.
AI can help identify a student's strengths and weaknesses,
Uh-huh.
adjust the pace and difficulty of learning,
Okay.
and provide personalized feedback and guidance.
So it's
Or like having a personal tutor available 24/7.
that's amazing, but what about the role of teachers?
Right.
Will AI make them obsolete?
Not at all. In fact, AI Universal 365 emphasizes that AI is more likely to augment the role of teachers,
Okay.
freeing them from tedious tasks like grading
Right.
and allowing them to focus on mentoring and inspiring your students.
So like,
Think of AI as a powerful tool that empowers teachers to be more effective and impactful.
so it's a collaboration, not a replacement.
Exactly.
That's reassuring. Now, let's shift gears to something a little more creative.
Okay.
What does AI Universal 365 have to say about AI's role in content creation?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
We're seeing the rise of generative AI,
Generative AI.
which is AI that can create original content, whether it's writing articles, composing music, or even generating art.
Wait, you're saying AI can be creative?
Yeah.
I always thought that was a uniquely human trait.
It's certainly pushing the boundaries of what we consider creativity.
Yeah.
The blog posts showcase examples of AI composing music in different styles,
Uh-huh.
generating realistic images, and even writing scripts for movies.
Okay, now I'm officially intrigued. Can you give me some specific examples of how this is actually playing out in the real world?
Well, they mentioned a company that's using AI to create personalized soundtracks for video games,
Okay.
adapting the music in real time to the player's actions and emotions.
Wow, that's cool.
And there are AI-powered tools that can help writers overcome writer's block
Interesting.
by suggesting different storylines or generating character dialogue.
It's like having a creative partner who's always full of ideas and never gets tired.
That's a good way to put it.
Now, this might be a bit of a jump, but I'm curious to hear how AI is impacting cybersecurity.
Sure.
I mean, with all the data breaches and cyber attacks we hear about these days,
Yeah,
seems like we need all the help we can get.
absolutely. And AI Universal 365 dedicates a significant portion to this very topic.
Okay.
They discuss how AI is being used to detect and prevent cyber threats in ways that traditional security systems simply can't.
I'm all ears. Tell me more.
One example is intrusion detection.
Okay.
AI can analyze network traffic in real time,
Uh-huh.
looking for patterns and anomalies that might indicate a cyber attack.
So it's like having a digital watchdog constantly sniffing out potential threats.
Exactly. And these AI-powered systems are constantly learning and adapting,
Right.
becoming more sophisticated and effective at identifying and thwarting cyber attacks.
Okay, so AI is playing a crucial role in keeping our data safe.
It is.
But what about the other side of the coin? What about the potential risks and challenges associated with AI? I mean, there's a lot of talk about AI taking over jobs,
Yeah.
invading our privacy, and even becoming a threat to humanity.
Yeah, there's a lot of concern about that.
Does AI Universal 365 address these concerns?
They do, and they don't shy away from the complex ethical and societal implications of AI.
So let's dive into that. What are some of the key challenges and ethical considerations that AI Universal 365 highlights?
One of the biggest concerns is the potential for bias in AI systems.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
AI algorithms are trained on massive data sets.
Right.
And if those data sets reflect existing biases in society,
Okay.
the AI systems themselves can perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
So, for example, if an AI system used for hiring decisions is trained on data that reflects a historical bias against women in leadership positions,
Right.
it might unfairly disadvantage female candidates.
Exactly. And this is a real concern that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
AI Universal 365 stresses the importance of developing AI systems that are fair, unbiased, and accountable.
That makes sense. Are there any other ethical considerations they bring up?
Another big one is the issue of data privacy.
Okay.
AI systems rely on massive amounts of data,
Right.
and it's important to ensure that this data is collected, stored, and used responsibly and ethically.
Especially as AI becomes more integrated into our lives,
Yes.
tracking our online activity, our shopping habits, even our movements.
Right. And there's also the question of job displacement. As AI becomes more capable of performing tasks that were previously done by humans,
Mm-hmm.
there's a legitimate concern that some jobs will become obsolete.
I can see why that would be a worry.
Yeah.
But perhaps AI will also create new jobs and opportunities that we haven't even imagined yet.
That's a possibility. And AI Universal 365 encourages readers to view AI not as a threat,
Okay.
but as a tool that can augment human capabilities and create new possibilities.
I like that perspective. So it seems like AI is a double-edged sword.
It is.
It has the potential to solve some of the world's most pressing problems.
Yeah.
But it also comes with risks and challenges that we need to navigate carefully.
Exactly. And AI Universal 365 emphasizes that the future of AI is ultimately in our hands.
Right.
It's up to us to ensure that AI is developed and used ethically, responsibly, and for the benefit of all humankind.
Well, that's a lot to digest. We've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive into AI Universal 365.
We have, but I think we've just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
There's so much more to explore.
I agree.
From the specific ways AI is being used in different industries
Mhm.
to the broader societal and philosophical implications of this transformative technology.
Well, luckily for our listeners, we have 2 more parts to this deep dive. Coming up, we'll delve deeper into the specific applications of AI in healthcare,
Yes.
finance, transportation, and more.
We will.
We'll also unpack some of the more nuanced ethical considerations
Absolutely.
and explore what it takes to thrive in an AI-powered world.
We'll do that.
So stay tuned because things are about to get even more interesting.
Definitely. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been unpacking AI Universal 365 and its insights into the world of AI. Last time we discussed how AI is already impacting our lives, from healthcare to transportation and beyond. Now let's delve deeper into some specific examples.
I'm ready to get into the nitty-gritty. One area that really sparked my curiosity is the use of AI in healthcare diagnostics.
Okay.
They mentioned something called deep learning algorithms being used to analyze medical images. What exactly are those and how do they work?
Deep learning algorithms are a type of AI that's particularly good at recognizing patterns in complex data like medical images. They're modeled after the human brain with interconnected nodes that process information and learn from it. Essentially, these algorithms are trained on massive data sets of medical images, learning to identify subtle features that might indicate a particular disease or condition.
So it's like giving a computer a crash course in medical school, but instead of text bricks, they're learning from real-world examples.
That's a great way to put it. And the amazing thing is that these deep learning algorithms can often spot patterns that even experienced human doctors might miss, leading to earlier and more accurate diagnoses.
They gave an example of AI being used to analyze mammograms to detect breast cancer at its earliest stages that's potentially life-saving.
Absolutely. And it's not just limited to breast cancer. AI Universal 365 discusses how deep learning algorithms are being used to detect a wide range of conditions, from lung cancer and skin cancer to heart disease, and Alzheimer's early detection is key to successful treatment for so many diseases. So this is a huge step forward in healthcare.
It's incredible to think that AI could have such a profound impact on patient outcomes. Now, shifting gears a bit, they also talk about AI being used in finance, specifically in something called algorithmic trading. Can you break down what that means?
Algorithmic trading involves using complex mathematical algorithms to automate buying and selling decisions in the stock market. These algorithms are designed to react to market changes in real time, often making trades at a speed and frequency that would be impossible for a human trader.
So it's like having a robot trader that never sleeps, never gets emotional, and can process information at lightning speed.
Exactly. And while there are some concerns about the potential risks of algorithmic trading, such as market volatility, it's already a major force in the financial world, accounting for a significant portion of trading volume.
I can see how that kind of speed and efficiency would be appealing to investors. Now, let's move on to another area that's being transformed by AI transportation. They talk a lot about autonomous vehicles, but they also mention AI being used to manage entire transportation systems. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. AI Universal 365 highlights how AI is being used to optimize traffic flow in cities using sensors and real-time data to adjust traffic signals, identify congestion points, and even reroute vehicles to avoid traffic jams.
So it's like having a digital air traffic controller for cars.
That's a good analogy. And this kind of AI-powered traffic management can not only reduce congestion, but also improve safety and reduce emissions.
I can definitely see the appeal of that, especially for those of us who spend way too much time stuck in traffic. Okay, now let's talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart: education. I'm fascinated by the idea of personalized learning platforms powered by AI. How exactly do those work?
These platforms use AI algorithms to tailor the learning experience to each individual student. They can assess a student's strengths and weaknesses, adjust the pace and difficulty of the material, and even provide personalized feedback and recommendations.
So it's like having a personal tutor who knows exactly what you need and how you learn best.
That's the idea. And it's not just about delivering content. These platforms can also track student progress, identify areas where they're struggling, and suggest additional resources or exercises to help them improve.
It sounds like a game changer for education, especially for students who might not thrive in a traditional classroom setting. Now, switching gears again, we've been talking a lot about the practical applications of AI, but AI Universal 365 also delves into the philosophical implications of AI, including the question of consciousness.
That's right. As AI systems become more sophisticated, some experts believe we're on the path to creating artificial general intelligence, or AGI, which is AI that has human-like cognitive abilities, including consciousness.
Wow, that's getting into some deep philosophical territory.
It is, and it raises some profound questions about the nature of consciousness, the definition of intelligence, and the future of humanity.
They don't shy away from those big questions, do they?
No, not at all. In fact, they dedicate an entire blog post to exploring different perspectives on AI consciousness, from those who believe it's inevitable to those who argue it's impossible. They even delve into the ethical implications of creating conscious AI, asking whether we would have a moral obligation to treat such beings with respect and dignity.
That's a lot to unpack, but it's fascinating to think about the potential of AI to not only change the world, but also change our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Now, let's shift gears one last time and talk about something a little more down to earth cybersecurity. They mention AI being used to detect and prevent cyber attacks. Can you give us some specific examples of how that works?
AI Universal 365 talks about AI being used to analyze network traffic in real time, looking for patterns that might indicate a cyber attack.
So it's like having a digital detective constantly on the lookout for suspicious activity.
That's a good way to put it. And these AI-powered systems are constantly learning and evolving, becoming more sophisticated at identifying and thwarting cyber attacks as they become more complex.
But they also mention the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes, right?
That's right. They discuss the potential for AI to be used to create more sophisticated malware, launch more targeted phishing attacks, and even manipulate social media to spread misinformation.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? AI can be used to protect us, but it can also be used to exploit us.
Exactly. And that's why AI Universal 365 emphasizes the importance of developing ethical guidelines for AI development and use. We need to ensure that this powerful technology is used for good, not for harm.
Well, that's a sobering thought, but it's also a reminder that the future of AI is ultimately up to us. We have the power to shape this technology and guide its development in a way that benefits all of humanity.
I agree. And that brings us to the final and perhaps most important question. How can we prepare ourselves for a future where AI is increasingly integrated into our lives?
That's a great question, and I think it's one that many of our listeners are probably wondering about. Luckily for us, AI Universal 365 doesn't just highlight the challenges and opportunities of AI, it also provides some practical advice on how to thrive in an AI-powered world.
Exactly. And in the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore those recommendations and discuss how we can all embrace lifelong learning, develop our critical thinking skills, and navigate the ethical dilemmas of this transformative technology.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've spent the last two parts exploring the incredible world of AI, guided by the insights from AI Universal 365. We've seen how AI is impacting healthcare, finance, transportation, and even pushing the boundaries of creativity. But now I'm really curious to hear what they have to say about the future. What trends are shaping the AI landscape, and how can we prepare for a world where AI is even more pervasive?
Well, AI Universal 365 highlights a number of fascinating trends, but one that really stands out is the rise of what they call ambient AI.
Ambient AI.
Yeah, where artificial intelligence is seamlessly integrated into our surroundings. Almost invisible, yet constantly working in the background.
So instead of interacting with AI through specific devices or apps,
Right?
it's just woven into the fabric of our lives.
Exactly. Think smart homes that anticipate your needs,
Okay.
adjusting lighting and temperature based on your preferences.
Interesting.
Or cities that optimize traffic flow and resource allocation in real time,
Right.
using AI to improve efficiency and sustainability.
It sounds like a scene from a futuristic
It
movie,
does, doesn't it?
but it's becoming our reality. But this level of integration also raises some concerns, doesn't it?
Sure.
What about privacy and control over our data?
You're right. Those are important considerations. AI Universal 365 stresses the need for robust data privacy regulations
Hmm.
and ethical frameworks as AI becomes more embedded in our lives.
Right.
They argue that we need to ensure transparency and accountability in how AI systems collect, store, and use our data.
It's like we're entering uncharted territory. And we need to establish clear guidelines and safeguards as we go. What other trends are on the horizon?
Another trend they highlight is the increasing personalization of AI.
Okay.
Imagine having an AI assistant that not only understands your preferences,
Yeah.
but also learns and adapts to your individual needs over time.
Like a personal AI sidekick who knows you better than you know yourself.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
They discuss AI being used to create personalized learning experiences,
Right.
tailored healthcare recommendations,
Okay.
and even custom-designed entertainment content.
It's amazing to think how AI could empower us to live healthier, more fulfilling lives.
It is.
But it also raises questions about filter bubbles and echo chambers.
Right.
What if AI reinforces our existing biases instead of challenging us to broaden our perspectives?
That's a valid concern. AI Universal 365 acknowledges this
Okay.
and encourages readers to think critically about the information presented to them by AI systems.
Mm-hmm.
They emphasize the importance of seeking out diverse perspectives and challenging our own assumptions.
So, in this AI-powered future, critical thinking skills are more important than ever.
There really are.
What else does AI Universal 365 have to say about preparing for this new world?
They stress that lifelong learning is no longer optional. It's essential. The
Okay.
world of AI is constantly evolving, so we need to be adaptable and willing to learn new skills throughout our lives.
No more resting on our laurels. What kind of skills should we be focusing on?
Well, AI Universal 365 recommends developing skills that complement AI
Okay.
rather than trying to compete with it.
Interesting.
This includes creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, emotional intelligence,
Uh-huh.
and the ability to collaborate effectively with others.
So it's not about becoming an AI expert, but about becoming more human, in a sense.
Exactly. And they also encourage readers to embrace a growth mindset,
Yeah.
to view challenges as opportunities for learning and growth.
Right.
Because in this rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and evolve is key.
Well, that's a lot to take in.
It is.
It's both exciting and a little daunting to imagine all the possibilities and challenges that AI presents.
It is, but I think AI Universal 365
Yeah.
offers a balanced and ultimately optimistic perspective.
Okay.
AI is a powerful tool,
Right.
but it's a tool that we can shape and guide.
Yeah.
The future AI is not predetermined.
Right.
It's something we're creating together.
And that's a powerful message to end on. It reminds me that we're not just passive observers in this technological revolution.
We're not.
We're active participants, shaping the future with every choice we make.
Exactly. So as you continue to explore the world of AI,
Yes.
remember to stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged. The future is in our hands.
That's it for our deep dive into AI Universal 365. We hope this episode has given you a glimpse into the incredible world of artificial intelligence and sparked some thought-provoking conversations.
We hope so.
Remember, this is just the beginning of your AI journey.
It is.
There's a wealth of information out there,
Yeah.
and we encourage you to continue exploring and learning.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
See you next time.